This is Carrie again, Fullerton Professional Organizing. And today we're going to talk about moving. What's the best way to organize a move? Now, they say to gather more boxes than you think you're going to need. Maybe twice as many boxes. And I know a lot of people usually just gather boxes for free boxes from wherever you can. And that's what I used to do. But I read or heard from another organizer. Well, actually, I don't know if I heard where I heard this from, to be honest, because I do a lot of reading and a lot of studying and research. And but I have come to understand is that it is sometimes easier to buy the pre-purchased boxes, the large, medium, and size ones, because when you move and you put them into a U-Haul, you can stack up all the boxes that are the same size a lot easier, and it takes up a lot it will maximize your space in the U-Haul if you can stack all the boxes up straight on top of each other instead of big, small, big, small, big, small. And I don't know. I find that to be a very good idea. It just makes all your boxes more stable, and it maximizes the U-Haul space when most of the boxes are uniform in size. All right, now another idea would be, all right, another tip is to make a packing supply bag with scissors, box cutters, pens and note cards, packing tape, and painter's tape, black marker or colored markers, colored tape or colored labels, trash bags, baggies, wipes, vacuum, little hand vac, rubber bands, sticky notes, and try to start. That's your supply list for packing. And then try to declutter before you pack or as you're packing. Does it fit in the new, do these items fit in the new space? Will it survive their move? Is it fragile? How much to how much does it cost to move it versus repurchasing it once you move into the new home, depending on the size of the item, the cost of the item. A package of a brand new package of something like paper plates. Do you really want to spend the space moving it or just buying it in the other location? A whole box full of stuff like that is what it's talking about, probably. But do you still need it, or do you still use it? Would you buy it again if it became lost? Those are good things to ask so that you can declutter as you go. Other ways to declutter is, can you sell it, donate it? Now, next, pack a suitcase, bag or box and label it daily essentials. You're going to need your soap, your toothbrush, shaving, a towel, toilet tissue, scissors, makeup, PJs, 1 or 2 days of clothes, or however many, depending on where you move in the time frame between the moving company, or if you, rented a U-Haul. It just depends on how long you're going to be without access to your clothes. How many outfits you might want to pack, shampoo, conditioner, bedding, and pillows. You want that all together in one box so that that's the first box that you unpack when you get into your home. So you at least have all the essentials and you're not having to hunt into each category box to find those essentials for each person. And then pack all of the kitchen essentials. Another good idea is use a different color label or tape for each room. That way, when you unload the U-Haul or when the movers unload, they can be put in the correct rooms marked by color. The lighter items, of course, in the smaller boxes. I think when we go out and get boxes, sometimes we get more of the larger boxes than we actually are going to need, because if we pack those larger boxes to capacity, they're going to be too heavy to lift, which will be a strain on our back. So probably a lot of medium-sized boxes might be more fitting. But if you're going to put bedding or curtains and light items, then of course the larger boxes. Use the heavier items in the smaller boxes, lighter items in the larger boxes. Use towels, pillows, and your linens in the bottom and top of boxes that are holding breakables. That kills two birds with one stone. That protects your breakables, and you also have those items packed, and that'll cut down at as much paper that you're going to need as well. But don't leave any empty spaces in the boxes. Even if you have to stuff it with paper, don't leave it to where the stuff shift around in the boxes. Leave items in drawers, and you can leave items in drawers and tape or wrap the drawers and furniture. Now, I've also seen people take out the drawers, wrap the drawers with saran wrap, and they have these little saran wraps with the handles just for moving. You can get it at your Lowe's or Home Depot, any of those type stores, and you can wrap your drawers with that so that the items don't fall out. And then all you have to do is cut that wrap off, put the drawers back in, and everything's intact. Now, if the drawers have little tiny items that you think are going to escape under the saran wrap, then go ahead and put those items in Ziploc bags and secure them. And maybe even put newspaper on top and then wrap it with the saran wrap, just to keep all of those items from falling out in the crevices. But that will make packing and putting everything back in the drawers a lot easier if it's, furniture drawers. So that's a new thing that I hadn't thought of in the past while moving. Now, hang up clothes 10 at a time with a rubber band around the tops of the hanger. That will help, and cover that with a trash bag to pack, or use those little boxes, the hang up boxes. Try to keep t-shirts together if you hang them, dress shirts together, dresses together. Keep like items together. And again, declutter as you go. Ask yourself, are these clothing items stained? Are they torn? Do you still love them? That way, you only pack what you love and know you'll enjoy. Label all the items when taking things apart. Put loose items in a baggie and tape the item it came off of. If you have to take a piece of furniture like a bed apart, put all those parts and screws and the little L brackets, put them all in a little baggie, tape it to the bed. And if you think you're going to forget how to put that bed back together, you may even take a piece of tape and mark part 1, part 2, or A or B, however you need to mark them, so you'll remember how to put those pieces of furniture back together. Use socks around drinking glasses so that they won't break, and then just stuff the ends into the insides of the glasses. And if you need to, add some paper. Use the paper around the stemware and then socks, or all three, paper, socks, and then more paper. Now here, stand up in the padded boxes to pack. Here's another thing. I always thought you lay plates like this to pack, but I did some research, and it's less trauma if you put a blanket of paper or a quilt and paper, and then the plates are standing up on their edges, standing up instead of laying flat. It's less traumatic for the dishes during packing. And of course, you want to wrap everything so it doesn't move, doesn't jiggle, it doesn't bounce up and down. Put thick padding or thick paper on the bottom and thick padding and paper on the top, but everything is standing up instead of laying down. And for furniture, wrap the legs of furniture in paper so that they don't get scratched easily while moving around. Using a moving binder or write contents on each box. Those are all the tips I have for you at this time on organizing a move, and I hope they are very, very helpful for you, and I will see you on the next podcast. And you can find me at Fullerton or Professional Organizing. I have a website on Instagram. It's Fullerton Pro Organizing on Instagram. And you can also find me on YouTube. See you on the next one.